Today, I'm going to show you how I made this article. So this article is GitHub and stackblitz plus hacks equals free web publishing. It's pretty awesome. So you don't have to install anything, and you can start building a site using these two tools, stitching together GitHub and stackblitz. So to get started, I'm going to go and we're going to take this repo. It's called hack site. And we're going to hit use this template and then create a new repository. So the repo I'm going to make for this is fun video. Nope, fun project. Why didn't it? Oh, there it is. I wanted the fun names. Yes, legendary lamp. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to make sure this legendary lamp is public. All right, it'll take just a second to generate the repo. So then what I want to do, I'm going to go to stackblitz and I'll do open GitHub repository. And then there's legendary lamp. So I'm going to open that repo. And I've got the basis for this repo. You see it's installing some dependencies. So what I want to do over on this side, right, I'm back on GitHub. I'm going to go to settings and we're going to go to pages. And we're going to real quick just say deploy from a branch. And we're going to do the branch is main. Save. All right. Then I'm going to come over here, and if it worked correctly, and you know, you're going to have to do some click, there's some set it, confirm that you want these two tools to talk to each other. But it's at first this is going to look broken. It's okay. This isn't allowed to operate in a frame. So what you want to do is you want to go over to ports in use and then click on this open in browser button. I believe you can get the same place if you just hit open in new tab. And you'll see there's this. Hey, you're almost there. We got to connect to the project. So we connect to the project. And then the editor jogs in, which is awesome. So using their webcontainer.io setup that they have, this is running a container that is pointed to this GitHub repo, right? And the files here. However, it then installed using the npx command that's built into it. And so these files are here now. So if I go, and let's do an example here. Let's go and expand files real quick. We'll see there's 4 files under pages. So if I delete this thing that says page, all right, it actually deletes it. And then when we go look at the repo, there should be a code change to site JSON. And so if we look at the items, there's welcome, there's lesson 1, and there's introduction. All right, so let's leave that expanded and then watch. So we'll go over to lesson 1 and then introduction. Let's delete that page. And you didn't even notice, but this file updated and that went away. So it's incredible. So I'll go over to lesson 1. We'll delete lesson 1. Yeah, you can see it disappear from the site JSON file. It's awesome. All right. So at the same time, I can go to the outline designer and add a whole bunch of pages, new blog post or whatever it is. I just got back from the show. And I go, oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just going to add these 2 pages instead because we're going to start blogging with this tool. And it'll think for a second. And then it'll update and we've got our extra pages. Now, I already know how to use hacks, so I don't need the welcome page. I'm just going to turn this into a blog here. So we'll delete that. I can go under settings and then theme, and I can change this to, let's do the sure bootstrap theme. It's going to think for a second. Processing there in the little dialog box. All right, so now we switched themes. We're over in the WordPress theme. And some of the craziest aspect of this to me is like you can upload images and things into this. So I'm going to drag and drop a coffee cup. And this is a file on my computer. And now that file is posted up there. And if I go and look, right, it rewrote the metadata, and then under files, there is that coffee cup photo. All right, so I've got coffee cup on this page. I mean, seriously. So, all right. So we do all the functions of HAX, but I didn't install anything. It's just running on stackblitz. Now, obviously, you're not going to copy this address and give it to people. So when you're satisfied with your changes or whatever, and close this, and we are going to go to source control, and you can see it's even making the commits of these changes as we go, because that's something HAX automatically does, is it puts the commits, or puts things in version control as you're doing them. So I'm going to sync these changes up, and because I've already authorized this repo before, right, between the two tools, I can actually make those changes without installing anything, verify them in this instance of the browser running, or sorry, instance of, VS Code running effectively, and then it's in version control, and I can push it back to GitHub. So now over on GitHub, I've got legendary lamp, and hey, there's pending changes to be built and deployed. So it's gonna go and kick off its CI stuff, and it's already apparently done. Kind of ridiculous how fast that is. To find the address, if you're not familiar with the way the GitHub IO stuff works, if I go back to pages, now that I have a change, you see it says, hey, your site is live. And so I can go open that site up, and here is my new blog post, and I just got back from the show, and there is my cup of coffee. Now, like I said, this is just like blowing my mind. Like, I'm not installing anything, and yet it's here, right? Now, we do, there's obviously kinks to work out with what I just reloaded right there, and you saw it. That's a limitation with GitHub pages that we're working through. But the site is there. All the files are in version control. I didn't install anything. It's pretty incredible. So if you want to take it for a spin, you can read this dev.to article, GitHub plus stackblitz plus HAX equals free web publishing, and read through it step by step. Has all the confirmations, everything that I just did in this article. Enjoy.